Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing good. So today I'm going to show you how you can fetch data in Laravel for a selected ID and how you can display that data into your Vue edit form. So basically I'll be continuing with edit form today. So let's get started with today's video. So now let me show you Vue. So this edit form we have created in my previous video, so you can go and watch that video if you want to start with edit form. So here right now Vue I have created, and you can see in list this data we need to display in our edit form. So for that we need to create API. So now let me show you code. So firstly we have created this root, that is contact edit, and now let's go to contact edit component, and here you can see right now we have just our form. And if I'll show you script, in script you can see one function is called, and that is calling our API, that is contact edit, and passing ID as a like parameter. So this API contact edit we need to create in our Laravel side. So now let's go and start with our Laravel. So now let's open api.php, and here let's create a root, that is contact edit, and pass ID as well. So this will redirect to contact controller and it will go to show function. So in controller, this show function is to return a particular record. Let's say for a particular ID, it will return the record. So now let me show you how we will be getting ID here. So let's just print that. So now let's go and check in browser. So inspect, go to network, and here you can see in response and preview also you can see two. So now we are getting our ID in our backend API. So now let's use binding approach here. So directly we will be binding it with model. So here in API, let's pass contact, and in show as a parameter we will be taking model, and that model will be taking like in a variable, let's say contact, and now let's print that contact. Now let's go and check in browser, refresh. So here you can see if we will go in second. So if we will go to API, so you can see now it's returning model of that particular record. So now you can see using binding, it's so easy to get a particular record. So now let's send this record in our like as a response to our front end. So here let's check one if condition, that let's say if this contact is not empty, then we are going to return, let's say status 200, and message will be sending, let's say contact details, and data will be this contact variable. After that in else condition it will be like 422 and unable to, let's say, get details, and data will be blank obviously. So now let's check in browser, refresh, and let's go to API. So now you can see data message success, so it's giving model data here. So now first part is done, that is fetching data and sending as a response. So now second part is to display this data in our edit form. So now let's start with that. So for edit form we need to define some initial values for our, let's say, fields. So for that we'll be using we validate initial values in our data only. So with schema, after that we will be defining initial values. So it will be like an object same. So here it will be name, email, phone, and message. So I'll be passing all as blank in starting. And in my fetch API, so after its status is 200, let's say success, we are getting data for our this ID. Then we are going to get result, let's say response data dot data in a variable, and we will be defining in this initial values these like whatever data we are getting from our API. So now let's first set name. So write this dot initial values dot name, and that will be equals to result dot name. Same with email, then phone, after that message. So now we need to pass these initial values to our form. So we have one dynamic property here, that is initial values, and inside that we will be passing our values. So inside that we will be passing our object that we have created initial values. So now let's go in browser and check. So here you can see it's already like all set. So now let's go back to list and open another contact. So here you can see now on load only name field and all input fields are having their values. So now let's open third one also. So now let me just remove one field, let's say input as blank. So here you can see validation also working. Let's say email field is required. So these all are like coming that we have already defined using yup in create form. So same are applied here also. So now two parts are done, and third part, that is submitting this form. So we'll be creating one more Axios request here. So now let's go to our form. So in our form, let's add at the rate submit, and that will be calling one function handle submit event. So now let's get this function from add contact only. So now let's change required things. So firstly, let's change the way API is called. So that will be using host plus port and plus API. So here now you can see actions and values. So now let's change API to contact, edit, save, and ID. Obviously it will go. So here in handle submit event values, first parameter where you will be getting your form values here, and second parameter, that is actions, that you can use to set your field errors or your complete form errors. So that below in catch you can see that we are doing. So here you can see I'm getting form errors, and actions dot set error is setting those errors inside your form. So now let's get the contact ID also from root params. So now let's check in browser. Let's change the name to, let's say, James Bond. Now clear the console and click on submit. So now let's go to our let's say API response. So in response you can see it's saying that your route is not defined, as in like backend there is no request to handle this. So backend side I'll be showing you in my next video. So here I just want to show you in payload that you can see name is going updated, that is James Bond. So that's all in this video. In this video, I've shown you how you can create your API and send as a response for a particular detail you want to get. Then how to display that data into your edit form. And third one, how to submit your edit form, that is like sending Axios request. So now in my next video, I'll be showing you how you can submit your form in backend side like API. That's all in this video. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubt related to this topic, then you can comment down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.